Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Eric from the website techinform.us. And on today's video, we're going to be doing a review of the JVC Everio HM30. So let's first start off by taking a look at this camera. So here's the side with all the stickers. It says it's HD, 40x zoom, face detection, stabilizer, and then it says high definition. Also says JVC here and Everio. I hope I'm saying that right, I really don't know. On the top we have our toggle switch for the zoom, and then we have this button that when you click it once, it has auto mode turned on, and then click it again, and then there is manual mode turned on. On the front we just have the lens and then the microphone down here. On this side then we have a switch that opens and closes the lens, like so. I don't know why they didn't make it automatic, but whatever. Also, we have the wrist strap. It says JVC on it. Right here, we have our SD card slot, which we put in an ordinary SD. Back on this side, there is a DC input, which I can't get open. There we go. Right there. Then also on the back, then we have our record button, and then the battery, which, yes, it is sticking out, and this is just the standard battery. Bottom, we have then a tripod mount, the battery clip, and then the SD card slot. Now as you open it, it automatically turns on after a second or so, and then it's going to start complaining that the lens is closed and stuff like that, maybe. Anyway though, right here is all your buttons for menus and stuff like that. Then we have a component input, then a USB, HDMI, and AV. So if you have not realized, this is more of a compact camcorder. And, well, it's pretty rock solid with a plastic build. Even though it's rock solid, I feel like the buttons are not exactly always in the right place. For example, the record button is on the back where it should be, but if I use this camera like a vlogging camera, it can kind of be annoying to find where the button is. I find that I'm like missing it or not clicking it hard enough and stuff like that. Also, opening up the screen is glossy and is not touchscreen. So you have to rely on the buttons right here, and I find that navigating the menus can be a little bit of a difficult challenge, at least when you first get the camcorder. After using it for some time though, you can get used to the menus and buttons. Now that we took a look at the camera, let's look at the quality. So here are some videos I just shot with this camera. So right now, just doing an average light test in an ordinary room. Let's try to focus up on my screen of my computer. Okay, so it seems to do pretty well with macro. Let's now try the keyboard. Let's go up to the speakers. Let's try that. So it seems like the macro is pretty good on this camera. Now let's go to a more low light condition. So like all my camera tests, I go into the garage, which it is pretty dark in here. Again, the only light is coming in from these windows and the sun is slowly starting to set. So now let's just walk to the back, which it's a little bit hard to see for me. And I don't see much on the camera, so this camera may lack some night features. So anyway, let's go outside for an outside test. Okay, so now we're outside. There's not really any wind. The sun is slowly starting to set. This camera boasts 40x zoom, or 40x zoom I should say. So let's try out the zoom. So again, a little bit shaky. Okay, now it's getting really shaky. And now it's reached its full optical zoom. Zoom back out. So there is the footage of this camera. What did you think? Now I will tell you that this does not do full HD. It actually does only 720p, which doesn't really say, but when I put it into my computer, it was only 720p, and yes, I did have it at the highest quality settings. But going back to the videos I took with this camera, I really don't think that the quality is all that great. When you zoom in, it can get pretty shaky, so I recommend a tripod. The low lighting conditions of this camera could definitely be improved, but that is really all compact cameras. They do not have great low lighting conditions. But also, overall, I think the video is not always that crisp and clear as I would like it. Now, talking about the microphone isn't anything special. It does not have a mic input, unfortunately, but this is only a $180 camera, so what do you expect? But I found that the microphone did sound a little bit tinny. So now that this review is closing down, it's time for me to tell you would I recommend this camcorder and who is this camcorder for. Now this is more of a budget camcorder, but overall I don't think I would really recommend it. The reason why I don't recommend it is I think for just a little bit more money you can get something that's a lot better, such as the Canon ELPH 300HS. That's not a camcorder, but it is a compact digital camera. Also, just a side note, this camcorder is not capable of taking pictures, at least as far as I know. But now, who is this camcorder really for? So really, I think this camcorder is for the average person that wants to maybe go on a trip, on vacation, something like that, that just wants to get some family footage. But like I said before, I do think there are better cameras and camcorders out there for around the same price range, so not a huge fan of this camcorder. So anyway guys, I hope you liked today's review. Please comment, subscribe, and like this video because that'll help me. And guys, this is TheTechie1, signing out.